A dramatic rescue in Los Angeles after officials say 31 men were trapped while working in an underground tunnel. They were 400 feet below ground and 5 miles from the only entry and exit point when the structure collapsed. Stephanie Elam has that report.
A sigh of relief across Los Angeles Thursday after 31 workers were rescued during what officials describe as a, quote, tense and traumatic tunnel collapse. How bad could this have been?
It could have been very bad because we're talking about 31 human lives, but I'm very happy to say it wasn't. We're very pleased and very, very happy that all of the workers were able to get out.
A portion of the tunnel, which is part of a wastewater project, collapsed about 400 feet below ground, roughly 5 miles from its only entry and exit point, briefly trapping the workers.
They've lost their phones, so they do not have any communication with them at this point.
The incident occurred when workers were operating a tunnel boring machine, which builds a tunnel as it digs, as shown here in this instructional video from the project. The chief engineer says a section that was already completed caved in due to, quote, squeezing ground, a phenomenon that happens when the soil deforms during an excavation. The Los Angeles Fire Department says trapped workers managed to climb over 12 to 15 feet of loose soil and debris to the other side of the collapse and onto a tunnel vehicle, which took them to the exit, where they were hoisted up in a rescue cage to safety. LA Fire Captain Danny Wu was one of the 100 or so firefighters who responded. He says he was expecting the worst upon arriving at the scene.
Driving there in my car, my heart just sank. It was just so sad to see 31 families out there just not knowing what was going on. So I'm just really happy for the outcome.
Now, officials say construction on the tunnel will be halted indefinitely.
We have to do an assessment for safety. We have to do an assessment for structural integrity. And we have to do engineering assessments to ensure everybody's safety going forward.